There still continues to be a major pressure point in the post-acute space relative to nurses and CNAs. What are some opportunities that you see in order to bridge that staffing gap?
Well, I think it's certainly there is no silver bullet.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of different things that need to occur, and I would add and put a plug in, so to speak, for the Moving Forward Coalition, which Alice Bonner is leading. That is part of response to the Mason report that was issued last April. And certainly, staffing and how to meet that challenge is being addressed in part through that. I would say that, immigration policy needs to be examined.
Interesting. Okay.
Not everybody, understands the profession and the demands of a frontline caregiver. I've heard many CNAs that I've worked with over the years indicate that, they don't look at it as a job. They look at it as a calling, or I even had one lady tell me this, it was her ministry. Mm. And so it truly does have there's a faith-based, part of it that is at the heart of the reason why they work in this profession. It's not easy. So immigration policy is one. I think helping to promote a message of the benefits or the satisfaction that comes with working with our elders, and that's not something that you start in college. As I mentioned earlier, I am in this profession because of relationships that I had very early on when I was just a kid. And I think that that's probably where we need to look, is middle school, to help create some messaging that helps individuals, these kids that maybe don't have the benefit of that relationship with a grandparent or an older adult, to help them to be exposed to the true satisfaction that comes from working with the elderly. These are individuals that have so much to offer in terms of their experience and their stories, and they can have such a positive impact on these younger individuals that are providing care for them. So, that the impact that they can have stretches well beyond the four walls of that community that they are living and working in. In immigration policy, messaging to the kids that are looking for what they want to do when they grow up. And I think, importantly, is leadership creates culture.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And the culture that we have within our organizations, there are many successful communities out there across the country that are doing well. They still have their challenges with staffing, and everybody's dealing with the regulatory burden and all that. But the ones that are doing better, they're succeeding in spite of some of the challenges that we've had over the last 2.5 years, all go back to culture. And that's about understanding that we're working with each other, and it's more than just individuals that have just hands, or we're not looking for body parts here. We're looking for a whole person.
Yeah.
And that holistic approach to valuing them in such a way that, involvement in decisions that affect them.